Hello everyone, so these are my 20 tips in using PowerPoint. Now the first tip is that I want to convert a Microsoft Word document into a PowerPoint. So this is my Word document and I'm using an online version of Word. So it's John's Coffee Shop and there's some headings here with some explanations. So to convert this to a PowerPoint, I'm going to go to File, Export, click on Export to PowerPoint Presentation. I'm going to click on that and it's doing its job. So it comes up with a few designer themes. So it says choose a design theme. I am going to choose this one. Click on Export and it's preparing the slides. So it says it's ready. I'm going to click on Open Presentation. This is the PowerPoint and these are all the slides on the left. Also on the right side there are more options you can click on. For example, I will click on that and these can be edited. I can edit this. I can also edit the image. So this is how a Word document is converted into a PowerPoint presentation. Tip number 2, rehearse with coach. So on the slideshow, there's the rehearse with coach icon. Now what this does, it gives a feedback summary of how well you have spoken and presented your PowerPoint. So I'm going to click on that. Click Start Rehearsing and I'm going to speak. So this is my PowerPoint presentation. This is the first slide and as you can see it says bring your presentations to life with 3D. So I'm going to click on the icon and it's pause. So to end the rehearse with coach presentation, all I have to do is hit the escape key on the keyboard. And this is the report. It pops up. So it says this is your rehearsal report. It gives you a summary, pace, and you have all these other reports with graphs. Tip number 3, zoom feature. So to get to the zoom feature, click on Insert, and on the right side, this is the zoom tab, and there's a drop-down menu here. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click Slide Zoom. So when I do that, it shows me all the slides in my PowerPoint and I just have to choose the slides that I want to zoom. So for example, I'm just going to select these 4 slides, click Insert. Now I'm just going to move them around like this. So I'm going to click on the slideshow presenter and I'm going to start with this one on the right side. Click on it with the mouse and it zooms. Click again, it goes to the other one, this one. So I'm going to go back to the zoom tab, click on the drop down menu, click summary zoom. So what this does is going to give me a summary zoom of each slide in each section. So it already selected the first slide of every section. You can see the summary section here. This is a welcome. This is the other section. So I'm going to click on Insert. I'm going to click on the Present Slideshow icon. I'm going to click on it and it zooms. Click on the other one. Now this has 2 slides, this section. So when I click again, for example, I'm going to click on this one. This has 1 slide in a section. Click on this one. This has 2 slides in the section. So that's how summary zoom works. Tip number 4, dictation. So in PowerPoint, it has a dictation feature. So to get to that, I'm going to click on the Home tab here. and on the right side, this is the microphone icon. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to start speaking. This is my presentation. It's a very nice presentation, full stop. And when I'm done, I just need to click on the dictate icon to stop it. Now there's a drop down menu here and there are a lot of languages that can be selected. Tip number 5, record slideshow. So you can record your slideshow. You can record one slide or you can record the entire PowerPoint. So to get to that, click on slideshow and this is the tab, record slideshow. Now there's a drop down menu here. I'm going to click on it. It says record from current slide or from beginning. So I'm going to select current slide. So this is the interface that pops up. Now this is the record button, stop, replay. This is the notes. When I click on that, I can take notes also. So I'm going to click on the record button. It gives a countdown. This is the laser pointer. This is the pen icon. And I can choose a color and write. Or if you have a pen with a touch screen, you can use your pen. I'm going to click on green. There's also a highlighter. There's an eraser. Now if I need to clear the recording, I can click on this and clear the recording. This is the settings and this is where I configure my mic and camera. There are some icons here also, the mic, the camera. And if I need to go to the next slide, I can click on this and go to the next slide. So right now it's recording. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to close it. And it's here and the recording has been saved. And when I click on the icon on the right side, the speaker icon, I get the play menu here and I can play back the recording of the slide. Tip number 6, you can email your PowerPoint in a PDF. So you want to go to File, go to Options, click on Quick Access Toolbar, click on the drop down menu, select All Commands. Now scroll down until you see email. So there are two here, email. I'm going to click on add, email as PDF attachment, click add and click OK. And the two icons show up here. So I'm going to click on the email icon. Now this is going to bring up Outlook and it attaches the PowerPoint presentation here. So when I click on the icon that says email as PDF attachment, it brings up Outlook also and it attaches the PowerPoint as a PDF. Tip number 7, remove background from a picture. So this is a picture here of a penguin. These are the picture format tabs. Now on the left side, it says remove background. I'm going to click on it and the background is highlighted. Now the first one here says mark areas to keep, mark areas to remove. So I'm going to click on mark areas to keep. I just want to highlight these so I can keep. I'm going to select keep changes and this is how it looks. And I can hold this with the mouse and I can move it around. Tip number 8, stock images. So to get the stock images, click insert. And under the picture tab, click on that and select stock images. So you can choose a lot here, different categories, and you can also search. There are icons, there's also people, there are stickers, there are also videos. Tip number 9, morph transition. So this is an enhanced morph transition. So I'm going to insert a rectangle here. Change the color to green. Now I'm going to duplicate this slide. So I'm going to select the triangle here I'm going to draw it here. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to move it all the way here. So I have these two slides, two different shapes. I'm going to click on the rectangle. Now click on the Arrange tab, click the drop down menu, click on Selection pane. I have to name these two objects with the same name, and I have to start it with 2 exclamation marks. So 2 exclamation. So I'm going to just type Morph, click enter, select the next slide, select the triangle, type same name, click enter. Now click on the slide here. I'm going to click on transition, and this is the Morph transition tab. I'm going to click on it, and that's how it works. Tip number 10, quick alignment. So in the home tab, I'm going to click on that, click on a rectangle shape. So I'm just going to draw a rectangle here. I'm going to make copies of this. So to make copies of this, hold the Control key on your keyboard and just drag it with the mouse here. Now to align this evenly and in the middle, all I have to do is highlight all 4 rectangles. Click on the Home tab, click on the Arrange tab here, and scroll down to Align. So I'm going to click Align Middle, click on Distribute Horizontally. So it's in the middle and it's evenly spaced. Tip number 11, screenshot. So to take a screenshot, for example, maybe your computer screen or a web page, just go to the Insert tab, click on the Screenshot tab, and there's a drop down menu here. Click on it, select Screen Clipping, and I'm going to just take a clipping of this Wikipedia page. So I'm going to highlight the section that I want, and I'm going to release the mouse here, and it embeds in the slide. Now I can adjust this, and I can move it around. Tip number 12, insert a YouTube video in a PowerPoint slide. So to do that, click on the Insert tab here, and on the right side there's a Video tab here. Click on the drop down menu here, click on Online Video. Now this gives you a list of supported videos that can be embedded in a PowerPoint slide, YouTube, SlideShare, Vimeo, Stream. So all I have to do is paste the URL of the YouTube video. So I just right click, paste, and it shows up here. Click Insert, and it's inserted in the slide. Now I can adjust the size of the YouTube video here, and also I can move it around, and I can click play, and the YouTube video will play. Tip number 13, screen recorder. So to use the screen recorder feature, click on the Insert tab, and on the right side this is the screen recording icon. So when I click on that, I can record my computer screen, and it can be inserted in the PowerPoint slide. So I'm going to click on it. Now a menu shows up here, and I have to select the area that I want to record. So I'm just going to highlight here with the mouse and click on record. It gives me a countdown. When I move the mouse up, I have the menu here, and I can pause it, I can stop it, I can disable the audio. So I'm going to click on stop. The video is automatically embedded in the slide. I can adjust this, and I can play it here. Now I can save this screen recording as an MP4 file. So all I have to do is right click here and select Save Media As, and I can save it as a MP4 file. Tip number 14, reuse slides. Click on the Home tab, and the tab is here, Reuse Slides. And on the right side, these are my recent PowerPoints. It shows up here. I can also click on the browse and search my computer for PowerPoints. So I'm going to choose this PowerPoint. So when I click on it, all the slides in the PowerPoint are shown here. And I can choose any slide here and insert it in this PowerPoint. So for example, this one and this one. So it adds on to this PowerPoint. Now if I uncheck use source formatting and I click on this slide, it converts the formatting to this PowerPoint slide. So if I choose this, it converts to the formatting of this slide. Tip number 15, insert a map in a PowerPoint slide. So to do that, click on the Insert tab, and on the right side, click on Chart. Now scroll down, select Map, click OK, and the map is inserted in the PowerPoint slide. And an Excel table shows up with a list of countries. So right now the map is showing these countries here. So if I remove all these countries here, I click delete. So it just shows the United States map here. And I can also select some chart styles here. I can click on this, this. I can also type states here. For example, I can type New York, click enter, and it shows a map of New York State. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I thank you for watching. I ask you to subscribe.